injuries are for the fullbacks. And Constant gets once again the nod to fill in the left-back position. He's been playing reasonably well. 2,000 or so Fiorentina fans have made the trip up from Florence. And Jovetic is injured. Jovetic had picked up a muscle strain as Fiorentina were cruising against Cagliari. Perhaps he should have been taken off when the match had already been signed, sealed and delivered. It was kept on for just a fraction too long. All those matches are piled up on poor Stevan Jovetic, and he is absent, the biggest absence for Fiorentina without a doubt. So in come Lagic and Luca Toni, who scored his 50th goal in 75 games last weekend. Midweek for Massimiliano Allegri and his tenure as Milan coach. How long will it continue? Resigned comment yesterday said he didn't want to mention anything about his future once again. He's not interested in what's said or written about him. The referee, Mr. Romeo, leads the teams out. And welcome to Serie A team from the San Siro. AC Milan welcome Fiorentina. San Siro, the testing ground for Milan, where they have won 3 and lost 3 this campaign. Have they truly turned the corner with their 5-1 success over Chievo last weekend? Just as it is the testing ground for Fiorentina, unbeaten in 5, pushing Napoli for 3rd place. Only 1 win away. Win 20 against both Milan sides at the Miazza. That 1 win came last season. Fiorentina surprised Milan. Fiorentina were then fighting to stave off relegation. 1 goal was scored by Jovetic, the other was set up by the Montenegrin and finished by a Mauri. There will be no Stevan Jovetic this afternoon, the biggest loss for Vincenzo Montella's side. Pulled up with an injury last week as they were cruising against Cagliari. He's out for a week, while Milan, they have their strike force back at full strength. And Allegri has gone for Emanuelson, Boateng and El Shaarawy playing behind Pato. Robinho and Bojan are on the bench, as is former Fiorentina player Gianpaolo Pazzini, another former Fiorentina player, takes up his position in the centre of midfield for Milan. 7 years spent at the Viola. Riccardo Montolivo faces his first match against the side that took him to become an Italy international. And I'll run through. There is Montolivo. Starting 11 for Milan with Abbiati in goal, Di Sciglio, Mexes, Bonera and Constant. The back 4, Montolivo, Ambrosini. The 2 holding players in midfield. I've already mentioned Emanuelson, Boateng, El Shaarawy supporting Pato. While Fiorentina have Viviano in goal, Roncaglia, Rodriguez and Savic. The back 3. Quadrado, Aquilani, Pizarro, Borja Valero and Pasquale in midfield, Ilajic and Toni. And so the trio Meraviglia for the first time in midfield from kick-off for Montella's side. Aquilani, Pizarro and Borja Valero. Aquilani for the first time playing from the start for the Fiorentina. The referee, Mr. Romeo, checking everything is okay, and we have kick-off at the San Siro. Savic, the first possession, he's given the ball away, cut out by Ambrosini. Constant. And Wilson cut off balance. Constant holding down the left-back position. That's because of the injuries for Milan. Abate, once again pulled up in the Champions League early on in that match against Malaga. He was replaced by Di Sciglio, replaced a solid Solid performance again by the youngster. Abate is out for 2 weeks. Mesba, another left-back option, is out for 10 days. Antonini still out for another week. And Didac Villa, the young Spanish fullback, still injured, leaving Constant basically the only option for Allegri. As the players chase down that ball down at the corner flag. El Shaarawy against Cuadrado. Will Allegri's tactics be to keep Cuadrado on his defensive duties, having to look after El Shaarawy rather than allowing to rampage up and down the right-hand side for Fiorentina. Constant looking for a simple ball inside El Shaarawy, closed down by Aquilani. Aquilani at Milan last season. The last 2 seasons been out on loan from Liverpool. The first at Juventus. They decided not to keep a hold of him, again because of his fragile nature. Already been out injured for most of this season so far for Fiorentina, and he wasn't kept on last season by Milan. Had he played 25 matches, he would have been the automatic contract until 2014 would have come into play. Instead, after 22 matches last season, Aquilani admitted that the directors came and spoke to him and said that he wouldn't have played again if he'd make one more appearance. But the club had decided that they weren't going to keep him on, perhaps because they knew that a certain Riccardo Montolivo had already decided to join the Rossoneri after 7 years at Fiorentina. Last season, he said, it was a tough year all round. He was booed every time he played at Primo. Frankie, here's a mistake. Cuadrado running at the penalty box, still Cuadrado goes down. Boateng clearly won the ball. Boateng looking at the referee, looking at the football, indicating that there was no foul there, but there's the mistake in midfield once again by Milan. Pizarro, great skill once again by Pizarro. Valero can't roll the ball through the feet of Mexes, and the Frenchman comes out of defence, but it's Roncaglia strikes it, spilled by Abbiati. And Fiorentina winning these tackles in midfield. And once again the Viola, they're sharper in possession in the opening 4 minutes. Snapping into the tackles, Pizarro. His pass cut out by Emanuelson. Boateng to find either Pato or El Shaarawy. Pato left the ball. Pato found the back of the net. Here's Malaga in the Champions League. Roncaglia brushing El Shaarawy aside. Pizarro weaves one way then the other. Simple pass into midfield for Laic. Cuadrado invited to get a move on from Aquilani. Constant. Cuadrado lays the ball back. Laic, one touch and his shot dips over the crossbar. Here's a tackle from Roncaglia and the shot. Ball touched by Bonera to Abbiati. Constant forced back by Laic. Giglio. Borja Valero. By the Spaniard, the ball breaks to Emanuelson. Montolivo. Constant, but encouraged forward. Rossoneri support on Quadrado. That was a fine tackle by Quadrado. Outstanding season last year with Lecce. And he's growing on it this year with Fiorentina. Rodriguez with the clearance. Gonzalo Rodriguez, to remember his debut at the San Siro for Fiorentina was against Inter. They faced an Inter side that had just turned the corner. Defeat against Siena. Here's El Shaarawy. Shaarawy's shot off target. And already in the opening 10 minutes, showing that he's still the liveliest customer for Milan. Playing his 12th successive match, and even a knee knock on the hour mark against Malaga hasn't kept him out of the starting lineup. This weekend, Borja Valero from Pato goes back to Rodriguez and Viviano. One-time Inter goalkeeper beyond the pre-season, though, before he ruptured his cruciate ligament. Which there's some students of goalkeeping says hasn't quite overcome yet, still doesn't push with his left knee. In excess and difficulty being forced back by Borja Valero. Back in the starting lineup for Fiorentina on the left-hand side is captain Pasquale. Last week he was rested. The midweek round where he scored the only goal against Genoa, the only goal that has brought 3 points for Fiorentina on their travels. Montolivo. Hopeful ball pumped forward. Luca Toni holding play up. Toni with a 1-2 with Quadrado. Aquilani into Quadrado. Still Aquilani. Chips the ball out to Pasquale. And drops it off for Emanuelson. Nice mistake by the Fiorentina captain. And will Milan take advantage on the counter-attack? El Shaarawy. Here's the ball back for Boateng. His first start since the defeat against Lazio. He was substituted at half-time after a display which ranged from lackluster to simply appalling. Aquilani. Quick ball into the middle, blocked by Bonera, out for a throw for Fiorentina. Quadrado's long throw in, the header on by Toni. Laic touches the ball down, just for the opening goal. Aquilani places the ball past Abbiati on 10 minutes, and Fiorentina have taken the advantage at the San Siro. So far there has been only one side on the pitch, and they have deservedly taken the advantage. Throw from Quadrado, flick on by Toni, the layoff by Laic. And Aquilani said, "Thank you very much. That is how I will celebrate my debut." From kick-off. It's his first goal for Fiorentina against the side who in some way or another rejected him in the summer. Ball through for Boateng, touches it back, Pato, El Shaarawy. The young Pharaoh says it took a deflection. And Milan find themselves trailing once again at home. This time the goal has come early. Crossing by De Sciglio. Gonzalo Rodriguez says a touch came off Boateng. Milan lost the opening match of the season at home against Sampdoria. And then lost round 3 at home against Atalanta. Then 3 matches out of 4. The derby lost 1-0. And they're trailing once again at home. Max Allegri said in the press conference yesterday that he didn't want to mention his future once again. He was fed up with all that talk. He said he was staying on until at least the end of his contract, 2014. And then after a first place in his opening season, second place last year, he couldn't have done much more. I said he couldn't have done any more. Yati under pressure, Tony closes them down. And Milan heading on the counter-attack at home. It's not what Adriano Galliani, the Chief Executive Officer, or Silvio Berlusconi, the President, wants to see. However, that is what is being forced upon them by Fiorentina. Aquilani. Roncaglia. Way off by Valero. Shirawi, good turn. It's inside his own half though, and Roncaglia snaps into the tackle. De Sciglio, away from Laic. Way off by Boateng. Wilson to El Shaarawy. Holds the ball back through Wilson. Rodriguez with the tackle, and it was an important one. Stefan Savic, failed to Tomovic. Savic, part of the deal that saw Nastasic go to Manchester City. Savic went the opposite way. Experienced Gonzalo Rodriguez turns the ball back to his goalkeeper. Viviano taking his time. There's the ball out to Roncaglia. Milani, an important challenge in midfield. Tony couldn't keep possession under pressure from Bonera. Here's Boateng. Well, since Boateng last started it, Milan found themselves behind. Constant, Boateng, easy tackle for Rodriguez. Constant, El Shaarawy. Milan has a good cross in. A corner kick as the Rossoneri look for a response to going a goal behind. Or 5 minutes ago. El Shaarawy from the corner flag. Away by Tony. Constant feeds the ball once again back up to the left-hand side. Ivan Wilson with another cross in. Pato can't reach it. Roncaglia heads it up high, and the goalkeeper gathers possession. Pato once again starting for Milan. The plan is to get him back up and running. Not only full fitness, but full confidence in himself and in his ability to lead the line for Milan ahead of two important matches coming up down at Napoli next weekend, and the following weekend at home against the champions Juventus. Here's Boateng. He's got acres of space. Boateng, couple of touches, his shot dribbles wide. Reaction from the goalkeeper Abbiati to going a goal behind. Borja Valero. He stops Laic in his tracks. He's a big basketball fan. Shown there, Aquilani enjoying himself out in the San Siro. Here's Laic, quite match so far. Aquilani's cross deep for Luca Toni, and Constant doesn't take any risks. He knocks the ball out for a corner kick. Milan have suffered intensely this season from set pieces. Luca Toni is one risk, but Borja Valero, as was shown last weekend at the Timo Franchi, knows exactly where to place the ball for Rodriguez. Instead it's Pasquale who'll take the corner. He might look for his return teammate Luca Toni. Header was by Montolivo. He's out for another corner. Pressure on the Milan defence. Again, it's all pretty zonal in there. Oh, corner kick. Quadrado. Pizarro throws the ball back to his goalkeeper. International experience aplenty for David Pizarro. Fiorentina keep possession, stroke the ball around at the back. Valero lays the ball off to Aquilani. Breaking pass, looking for the run of Laic. Headed away by De Sciglio. Pizarro once again for Aquilani. Pizarro playing deeper now that Aquilani's in the starting lineup. Montella deciding to go for one less runner. The ball breaks off Mexes from the clearance from Mexes onto Ambrosini. Almost a mix-up. "20 minutes gone. Milan 0, Fiorentina 1. By Savic. Pato is down. Savic wins another tackle. Borja Valero skips away, rolls the ball forward, but Mexes important with the interception. Pato still grimace on the face. Milan striker as Boateng peels away from Rodriguez. Still Boateng back here for Ivan Wilson. Ambrosini's inside the box. Montolivo's shot goes through the legs of Pato. Wide of target. The dummy from Pato. Was looking for a flick. He was. There's the shot from Boateng. Number 10, taking Over on Clarence Seedorf. Goes by De Sciglio. Borja Valero. Fiorentina's weekend shopping spree. Villarreal brought back some useful goods. Central defender Gonzalo Rodriguez and the midfielder Borja Valero. Standing for a 1-2 with El Shaarawy. The ball goes out of play. They're on loan from Genoa. Received some praise from Allegri. Aquilani losing out. Goal number 10, Boateng starts off this attack for Milan. El Shaarawy. Quickly onto him. Also Cuadrado. Cuadrado defending possession. And then Brazil fighting in there. Decides to fall over. And the decision goes in favour of Fiorentina. I thought the ball crossed the line. Not too sure. There's a shot from Montolivo. Was Pato in an offside position. Viviano. Boateng. Rushed aside by Aquilani with no free kick. Cuadrado. Borja Valero. Oh, he knew where he wanted to put the ball. Experience of the Spaniard. Borja Valero perhaps cursing his luck that he was born in the era of two of the finest midfielders ever in the world. You have to say, Xavi and Iniesta. He's not had much of a look in the Spanish international scene. So free kick, Pascual. A yellow card for Pizarro. Speaking out of turn, with the foul by Pascual. Pizarro wanted to start the counter-attack. Pascual tries to cool things down, having a word with the referee, and the referee Romeo explains exactly what the situation is. The man in yellow is in charge. Bonera. Number 4 by De Sciglio. Continues his run down the right-hand side. Emanuelson. Has to accept the throw. No space for Boateng to make progress down the Milan left-hand side. Constant with a throw for Bonera. Savic missing out on the challenge with Emanuelson, tied up by Pascual, headed down by Tony. Aquilani wanted a quick pass. He's determined to turn it back to Roncaglia. Fiorentina can hold the possession. Pizarro layoff by Tony. Too much on it. Borja Valero won't be able to keep it in play. Look at Tony just getting the nod ahead of El Hamdawi. Good look. A useful customer now that he's back to his full fitness, El Hamdawi. This weekend given as a substitute against Cagliari. Could expect to see a player from the Netherlands in the second half here at the San Siro. Borja Valero, great skill, gets the foul against Montolivo. It's all about character, personality in this Milan side, because Fiorentina have it in abundance. Aquilani looking for Pasquale. De Sciglio. Header on by Pato. Extremely quiet so far in the 26 minutes played. Quadrado. So also how Milan play does not suit Pato's style. He's not the Luca Toni of Milan. He's not a target man. He's not a player who can hold up play. He wants to chase balls down. Pizarro risking there against Ambrosini. It was well read by the Milan captain, El Shaarawy. To Ambrosini. He could bundle his way past the Roncaglia. Gonzalo Rodriguez with interception. And that tackle from the captain has lifted the spirits of the Milan fans inside the San Siro. Once again, the Giuseppe Meazza, not a sellout. Philippe Mexes. Luca Toni reversed the ball to Emanuelson. De Sciglio. Cross in near post. Easy for it. Viviano. Ball hand crossed the line there. Cross deflected from Pasquale to the direction of his goalkeeper, Quadrado. Aquilani again. Ambrosini blocking the run of his opponent. The referee didn't pick up on it for the second time. See here, Aquilani followed by Constant. It was the original block here, stepping into Quadrado. And the referee should be alerted, the fourth official. Quadrado not convinced in the good faith of Ambrosini. As you can see from the replay, had every right not to be. Free kick's already been taken. Borja Valero breaks back off him from Mexes. Pasquale, his cross blocked by De Sciglio. Once again, competent display by De Sciglio, belying his years. Philippe Mexes. Offside against Boateng. And without the added dimension of Bojan Kirkic picking up possession at the halfway line and running with the ball at his feet, running at the defence, Milan have lost a dimension in attack. Boateng brings a certain amount of glamour to the side, but doesn't win you football matches. Another one by Rodriguez. Montolivo putting the ball forward to Emanuelson, and he does it likewise for Pato. Stopped by Rodriguez, then Pato falls to the ground. Savic, that's the player. It's the tension as the referee goes for his card here, and Bonera picks up a yellow card. Challenge it to the back of Luca Toni. And there you can see there was contact. Borja Valero, stopped by both Mexes and Ambrosini. Montolivo, Boateng, De Sciglio. Montolivo. Unable to take the Milan midfield by the scruff of the neck. Borja Valero, Ilajic. Shout for Aquilani, quickly prods the ball out to Quadrado. Again for Lajic. Simple ball in for Aquilani, at least they made it look simple. Lajic Before a confidence by Montella. Similar to Lucatoni's header, knocking it back. The clearance by De Sciglio. High feet by Montolivo, free kick for Fiorentina. Over the half-hour mark, Milan still trailing the Viola by 1 goal. The goal scored on 10 minutes by Alberto Aquilani. Fiorentina happy to keep possession. Not quite tiki-taki of Barcelona, despite the praises in the press for Montella's football. A lot more direct, with Lucatoni in the side. However, also praises coming from the Rossoneri corner. Galliani mentioning that Montella, as his teams play entertaining football, the kind of football that President Berlusconi likes. A signal if ever there was one. There's the ball through. Roncaglia was down. Quite sure why, as does Mexes, and then trips up Roncaglia. Oh, he's going to go head to head, and then thinks twice about it. That's some nonsense. Roncaglia tangling with Mexes, the Frenchman. Second thoughts about rubbing foreheads. Mexes almost gives the ball away. Caballero couldn't control it though. Montolivo aims for the penalty, and it has been awarded. Pato bundled over inside the box, and a yellow card for Roncaglia. On 33 minutes, long ball inside the penalty area. Tensions beginning to rise inside the San Siro. The referee needs to get a grip of the situation. Pato. Roncaglia perhaps still rather upset about the foul going against him at the other end, then commits a foul in his own penalty area and concedes this penalty. And a yellow card also for Caballero. And will Pato take the spot kick himself? He scored in 5 of his 6 games against Fiorentina. He hasn't scored in Serie A since November the 11th. Pato looking for his second goal in the space of a week. Pato against Viviano. Up steps the Brazilian and he puts it over the crossbar. Pato misses the penalty on 34 minutes. Allegri is not a happy man, but neither is Pato. He still hasn't scored since November the 11th. And the chances don't come much better than that. And Fiorentina still lead Milan by 1-0 at the San Siro. Before last season's was under the guidance of Roberto Mancini. Goals from Enrico Chiesa, and that was at the turn of the decade. And now Fiorentina looking for a second successive win. So far the breaks have gone their way. Laic, Lucatoni, Pasquale, dangerous crossing. Running near post. Constant to Quadrado. Pushing the number 11 in the back. Quadrado didn't convince the official who was nearest to him. And that was a foul. And in between the mayhem over the penalty decision of Not only Roncalio got booked, so did Borja Valero, leaving 3 Fiorentina players with a caution. In opening 35 minutes, Laic wrestling with Constant. As the defender comes away in possession and falls over, and he'll get the free kick. Constant asking somebody to go further forward to give him an option. Here's the penalty from Pato. Jamie. Boateng. Ambrosini. Montolivo. Won by Ambrosini. Caglia. Diving into any more challenges. And Milan still keeping the pressure on the Fiorentina defence. Here's Borja Valero. Pizarro. Taking the ball for a walk. Open up space in the midfield. Leaves the ball for Pasquale. Tony makes his run. It says, flicking out a heel. Deschilio concedes the throw. Laic. Taking the ball for Pasquale. Borja Valero. Borja Valero trying to march his way all the way through. It's 2-0! On 13 minutes, Borja Valero. He saw the gap, he was determined that that gap was his, and he burrowed the hole through the Milan defence and gives the Viola a 2-goal advantage on 38 minutes. The trio Meraviglia chosen by Vincenzo Montella to start this match. Aquilani, Pizarro and Valero in midfield, and their 2 goals have come from 2/3 of the midfield trio. Aquilani with the opener on 10 minutes, and Borja Valero with goal number 2 on 38. It's his first goal for the club. And Fiorentina, after breathing a sigh of relief 5 minutes earlier with a penalty miss from Pato, now find themselves 2 goals up. Milan at home this season haven't conceded 2 goals against their opponents. Deschilio. Cross. Ambrosini. Clears away by Roncaglia. And Luca Toni. He thought it was held there. That would have been a second yellow card for Bonera. The referee was not interested. Constant to El Shaarawy. Fiorentina with the second meanest defence in the league before kick-off this afternoon. And Napoli had conceded less. Borja Valero. Savic. Aquilani. Feed the ball on for Quadrado to test Constant's pace. Ball just floated out of play for a throw to Milan into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rosini. So Milan, final pass to no one from Emanuelson. On the counter-attack, Laic. Got Tony ahead of him, still Tony, he gets the pass. However, Montolivo back defending at the edge of his own penalty box, and Rosini with him once again, helping out the defence. Valero, Pizzaro, Aquilani goes for a shot from distance, and he had Cuadrado free out on the right-hand side. Certainly argue, or look at Tony's behalf, that he was being held by Bonera, just as you could argue that the striker was trying his hardest to tangle with the same Milan defender. Touched by Boateng, quick ball for El Shaarawy, stopped by Gonzalo Rodriguez, crossing by Pascual inside the penalty box. Borja Valero, tackled by Emanuelson. Montolivo couldn't put the ball into the path of El Shaarawy. Here's the goal from Borja Valero. He broke the challenge, the resistance of Mexes. Cuadrado. Chase down by Pizzaro. Cuadrado. Aquilani. Cuadrado. And then Aquilani to check his run. He's been offside otherwise. Pressure once again mount on Max Allegri. Aquilani between Roncaglia and Cuadrado. Shaarawy. Possession, Boateng. Within reach. Milan number 10. Viana. To kick beyond the halfway line. Montolivo. Emanuelson invited to chase this ball down the right-hand side. Montolivo continues his run. Chance for Milan. Cut back. Boateng closed down by Pizzaro. An important challenge from the Fiorentina number 7. Fine move by Milan. And Boateng thought he had a clear sight on goal. Corner kick. And away by Luca Toni. Montolivo. Possessed by Pizzaro. Borja Valero. H can't keep the ball in play. Sciglio. Rosini. In the final seconds. 45 minutes. The referee doesn't add any stoppage time whatsoever. And the half-time score at the San Siro is Milan 0, Fiorentina 2. The opening goal on 10 minutes from Aquilani. Pato missed a penalty on 34. And this player here, Borja Valero, added number 2 on 38. Be sure and join us for a grandstand second half from the San Siro right after the break.